Good morning. Welcome to Cup of Water. This is day number 9, and we are in the book of 1 Samuel. And this is really an interesting book because it talks about the journey from Samuel to Saul to David, and always pointing towards the Messiah. And, this is when the Israelites, they were asking for a king. And so the book begins in 1 Samuel 1 about the birth of Samuel with this young woman named Hannah praying for a baby. And in 1 Samuel 1 verse 27, here's what it says. And this verse is very dear to me because this is a verse that my wife Carrie and I had prayed for many years as we were waiting our first child. It said, "I prayed for this child, and the Lord has granted me what I asked of him." I prayed for this child, and the Lord has granted me what I asked of him. And this is one today. What's that burden that God's put in your heart? What is it that you are longing for in your spirit, that you're praying for, that you're believing God for? I don't know what it is that you're praying for today, but I know that there's a God in heaven that answers prayers. For Carrie and I, we prayed for 3 years for a baby, that she would get pregnant. And when our Hannah was born, the word Hannah means grace. Because that's just what it was. Grace. God's unmerited favor. Or the acronym GRACE. God's riches at Christ's expense. We prayed and prayed and prayed. A lot of tears were shed in those years. But we prayed believing that there's a God in heaven no matter what your circumstance. And I don't know what it is that you're going through today. I don't know what it is that God has laid on your heart. But I know this, that there's a God in heaven that hears your prayer. He hears you. And it's amazing. Don't lose sight of that. Don't lose sight of the awe factor of who God is. That the God that put the planets in motion, that put the stars into position, knows and hears you. Keep praying faithfully. Don't lose hope. As Paul said, pray without ceasing. That's your cup of water today. Be encouraged. 1 Samuel 1, verse 27.